What is going on, YouTube? My name is Patrick. I am a part-time reseller in Connecticut, and today I'm going to be going over what I sold on eBay last week for profit. Hopefully this will help you out. I'm going to get right into it just because it's been a hard week at work and haven't been able to post any videos, and I'm just like, let's get into some positive things, talk about where I did really well this week. So the first item that I got this week to sell was this thermostat. I actually bought two of these at a Savers a few weeks back, and the first one sold, I believe, in my last What Sold video, and this one sold this week. It sold for full price. I wanted 45, I got 45 for it, and I was not into it for a whole lot. I believe they were marked at $4.99 each at Savers. So pretty good profit there, right? Going in from $5 to $45. Would love to find this type of stuff all the time. The second item on my list this week is this Department 56 item. This was part of a big bundle that I bought back in the spring from a online auction that was local, like an estate sale that they couldn't have an estate sale for because of the lockdown. And so they just had an online auction. You come by and you pick it up, though, right from the house. And didn't sell for a lot, right? It only sold for $6.60. I thought it was worth about $8, and because of the nature of these auctions, there was a lot of competition, right? None of the thrift stores were open. There weren't any garage sales. And so I ended up being into it for a little bit more than I'd like. I was into it for $3. So going from $3 to $6.60, I didn't make a lot of money there. Luckily, I didn't lose money, but definitely not a very great item for the sale this week. But it sold. It's out of the house. Made room for something else to come in. So that's good. All right, the third item here was kind of one of those things where I buy all summer long and then list it in the fall, hopefully for like a Christmas sale, right? It's a lot of Dr. Seuss and kind of like Dr. Seuss adjacent books. Trying to buy these for like a quarter to 50 cents each. I was trying to get all of them by Dr. Seuss. Did not realize that there was this kind of library of books that are Dr. Seuss but aren't written by Dr. Seuss. I didn't really realize that. So it was kind of interesting. But I wasn't into it for much. I was only into it for $3, and I sold it for $18. My original thought I'd be about 16, so I actually did better than I thought I was going to do. So happy with that. One of those kind of a be on the lookout or BOLO. Dr. Seuss books, get them as low as you can get them, and then bundle them up into a nice bundle during the wintertime. They'll sell for sure. Oh man, my fourth item on the list is also like not a great sale of the week. Sold it for $7.50. It's a cast iron Snowman. I really like this stuff. I just think it's really neat, but it doesn't have a lot of value. I probably need to stop buying this stuff to sell. I've bought a few of them, sold a few of them. They just don't sell very well. I need to stick to some of the cast iron, like some of the big skillets and stuff. Those can do really well, but these molds apparently don't do very well. I think I sold one that was like a 4-piece set that was a gingerbread house. That did well. And that got me hooked on it. I just think they're really cool, but this one didn't do very well. I was into it for about $3 again. So made a little bit of money, but not a very good sale. This next item here, I think it was late in the summer, but before fall, and the garage sales here in Connecticut still weren't very good. I had dropped my wife off for an appointment somewhere, and I just kept on going. One of those sales where you walk up and you're like, they have 5 items. Like, are they really having a sale? Okay, I'll go through the motions. I'll look through the boxes. I scanned a couple items. This one came up at about $20, and they wanted 5 for it. So it was like, I was like, okay, I'll buy it for 5. Not my favorite purchase, but I mean, I did sell it for $17. Originally thought it was 20, like I said, and it only cost me $5. So not too bad, not too bad. This next one is it's like one of the lessons I like to preach on this channel, which is you always have to look up everything that you buy. It didn't sell for a lot, right? Only $7. Actually, I was only ended up having, I think with the new postage rates, it was $6.60 that I got for it. I was into it for $1, I think, which is a little bit more than I'd like to have been into it. But I probably bought it for one other item that I really wanted, and was able to sell this one and another one that was a sister item for it. I recognized it as like a toy from Cinderella, I think, and so I just started looking up images of it. I may have had to do a reverse Google search image from the Google app on my iPhone. That may have helped me find it, but right, a little bit of money in again. So starting off pretty slow. Luckily next, the sale of the week. It is one of these little video cameras. I bought these a couple weeks ago at a Savers. I found 3 of them. This one was the best of the 3. I got it tested, I got it listed, and it actually sold within a few days of me listing it for my asking price of $90. Really happy to get it out there. I think they were in the store marked at $6.99, right? $7 into $90. I love selling these things. Definitely this is a category that you can get into. They are not rare by any means, but they just have a large market out there for them. Be on the lookout for them, learn about them, figure out how easy it is to just get it tested and then get it listed. It's really not that hard of an item. You could learn to do this yourself. All right, next item, also kind of a crap item, little $7 video game here. I was into it for about $2, so not great. Probably bought it as part of a big lot and just had to assign some kind of a cost to it. But again, sold, gone. Let's go buy something else. This item here, actually, I'm really kind of excited about. I've watched a lot of other YouTubers buying and selling on eBay, and it seems like a few of them love to buy baseball bats and baseball gloves. And I have not really found any that I thought was worth it until this one. And it was in a lot with a bunch of them, actually. I think I ended up buying 4 or 5 gloves. And I really just one of those categories where I'd like to learn more about it. And I said, well, the best way to learn is maybe to buy some and maybe fail at it a little bit, and then be able to learn what to look for, what to watch out for. So I bought them. I listed all of them. They've been listed for a couple of months now, just sitting there. I'm not too surprised, right? Most of the country, it's cold outside. I'm guessing I think I sent this to Florida, so it's starting to thaw maybe in Florida. Maybe Texas, can't remember for sure, but it was one of the southern states. But right, I was into it for $5 and I sold it for $25, so really not a bad flip at all. Definitely one of my niches that I like to be in is anything that's brand new. So this fit that, and then it's a new niche for me with the baseball. So I'm going to try and buy a little bit more of that this year, hopefully. Hopefully we're going to have a regular garage sale season to be able to get out and take you guys along with me. All right, Nordicware. This is a Hansel and Gretel Nordicware. I bought this actually at a garage sale, not at a thrift store. Into it for a little more than I'd like. I was into it for $5. I remember the sale I bought 2 pieces of Nordicware there. One of them I think I ended up selling for like $20, and then this one now for $11. So I probably paid $10 for the total of both of them, and then sold it for around $30. So not a great flip, but not bad at all. And Nordicware, I love to sell it. It's super easy. Most of the time, don't have to do any work. Just take a picture, box it up, ship it out. Super easy. All right. I think I actually found this one in a recent come thrift with me video. Connect Sports Season 1 and 2 combination pack. Yeah, I think I paid $1.99 for it at a Savers a couple weeks ago. Listed it. I had actually sold another one of these recently, so really easy to just hit sell similar, add new pictures, get it relisted. And it sold within a few days for my asking price of the $11. I think I ended up having this up for like maybe $14 or $15 with free shipping. So I ended up netting at $11 though, which is great for a $2 investment in a video game. Super easy to do. I'm going to go right into this next item here. This is another one of those where I found 2 of these zip disk drives on the shelf right next to each other. I bought both of them for $5 each. I sold the first one a few weeks ago for $50. And now I sold this one this week for $55. Love it. Right? I love to turn $5 into $55. 10% of the purchase price to the value is right where I want to be. Try not to go above 40 is really my max, but 10% is a good day. You want to be paying as low as possible without being too much of a cheapskate. I know you gotta hustle if you want to make $1, but still, like, I see a few other fellow YouTubers out there, and they're like, it's priced at $1. I'm like, well, we take 50 cents. It's like, $1 was fair. So I try to make sure I pay a fair price for these things. Thrift stores, though, I want to pay as little as possible. I want to catch them slipping on the price. I did with this one. It was a great deal. All right, these next 2 items, I think I'm gonna go boom. Reasoning being that I sold both of these to the same person. They reached out to me through eBay and asked if I could combine shipping for them and see if I couldn't find a cheaper way to ship it. So I ended up bubble wrapping both of them and then putting them into a box and then using my box resizer, which is one of these items here. Video down below of how to use it, where to get it. I used that to make the box nice and snug. That was it. I put it in a box, taped it up, and shipped it out. Was able to get it to her basically for like $8, I think, shipping, something like that. I think I even shipped it like priority mail for $8. So super easy, right? There's no moving parts in these things. They're super durable. I only bubble wrapped them just because they were going to be up against each other and I didn't want them rubbing. So I think pretty good deal on that one. I sold one of them for $12 and one of them for $10, and I was into the first one for $3 and the second one for $1. So $4, turning it into $22. Pretty good. All right. We're going to go through these next two items pretty quickly. A couple Dawn items. Number 1 and then number 2. Both of these, right, from my mother-in-law. They are from my grandmother-in-law's house. We were cleaning it out recently, went up in the attic, and we found them up there. A bunch of this stuff was brand new. I've been selling through it pretty regularly. We're selling usually like anywhere from 1 to 5 items a week. So great to sell these two. One of them the first one went for $30, the second one for $75. Like, that's super fun to sell that type of stuff. And my deal on these type of consignment type offers, I guess, is 40% to me, 40% to the person who gave it to me, and then I reserve 20% of the price going to fees and maybe any kind of supplies I may have. So I'm going to be giving my mother-in-law $12 for the $30 item and $30 for the $75 item. So that'll probably inflate my cost of goods sold for the week, but I didn't have to source this inventory at all. We were helping them move anyway out of that house, so it was super easy to do. Very happy to help them out, and great to get some inventory out of it. All right, this next lot I actually sourced from my own collection. We were putting our Christmas decorations away about a week and a half ago now, and we noticed that these were in the box. They had been for a couple of years. We had a couple of them out that weren't as a part of this lot, and just decided, like, why are we saving these? We had a good time with the advent calendar that they came in a couple of years ago, right? Going day by day, finding out which character you're going to get the next day. We got our enjoyment out of it. So just checked, like, is there any value on eBay of this? And sure enough, there was. So I listed it, actually sold within a week. So sold it for $18, and because it was part of my personal collection, $0 cost on that one. So really good. I thought probably originally I might be able to get about 20 for it, so 18 or 20. I was pretty accurate, which is nice. All right. I don't know if you guys have this this kind of like karma, but I feel like if I find one item, like a Starbucks mug, that later that day or the next day I'm going to find another one, right? I found those 2 thermostats. I found those 2 zip drives. And this next item I found at the first thrift store that I went to that day, and then the next thrift store I went to, I found another one. So 2 different Apple TVs on the same day. It's just strange how that seems to happen. You'll see I went thrifting at lunch today, and one of the items I found was similar, where last week I bought an item, and then this week I bought another item that's basically like the sister to this one. So really funny. I was into it for about $5, sold it for $20. Not bad. I had purchased a remote probably during the summer to use to test these, because you're always finding them without remotes. But it cost me a $20 investment, I think, to get the remote control. Now I have that just in my toolbox, as it were, and I can just test them whenever I want. Okay, this next item I had purchased at a local thrift store. I bought 3 of them all at the same time. Wasn't really sure how well they were going to sell, but it sold within about a month from my asking price. I thought I could get $20 for it. That's what I got. I was into it for a little bit more than I'd like to be into these types of things. I was into it for $5, so 5 into 20, not bad. It's very similar to Nordicware, where no moving parts. It's solid, right? This thing's not going to break in shipping. I can use my box resizer to really make that box just as snug as possible, and then just ship it out. Really easy to do. So good profit there. All right, getting close to the end. This next item, I actually found it at the same time as the other Kinect video game in this video, but Kinect Star Wars. I think it also was $1.99. And I knew originally I thought I was just going to buy it to put into a lot with a Kinect device itself. I'm always looking to bundle them with a couple different games. And then I got home and I decided, well, it's by itself it's worth $7. Maybe I should just sell it by itself. I'm always trying to just find items that are worth listing to just keep that algorithm going, right? eBay respects your account if you're just constantly listing. So I'm trying to do Monday through Friday, doing 5 items a day, trying to get up to about 25 items a week. 24, 26, that's all fine, but right around 25 is my goal. So that's why I decided to just not take this out of the bundle, put it in all by itself, and sure enough, it sold within about a week of me listing it. So not a bad little turnaround, right? Not going to win any wars with this one or anything, but not bad. But this next item is pretty cool because it was one of those where I got to Savers in the morning. There were 7 of these things just sitting on the shelf, and I was just like, that. I knew exactly what it was. It was an office phone. It looks like it may have been from a local church potentially. Looked it up. Sure enough, they're selling for like $40 for this model, and they wanted $2.99 each. So right, I was into this thing for $3, sold it for 40. It's probably going to take me, I don't know, probably 6 months to sell all 7 of them, maybe even a little bit longer. But for $3 to turning it into 40, and they're going to just continuously sell. I could probably list all of them and then offer a discount if somebody wanted to buy them all. But again, going back to what I was talking about with the listing, I'm trying to do a sell similar when it sells and then list another one. I did put a note in the listing that says if you're interested in more, I do have more available. It's just not right through the listing. They'd actually have to contact me. So not bad, $3 into $40 there. All right, second to last item. I bought these a few weeks ago. I got a whole bunch of bags of the Disney Infinity figures. Most of the time, I'm trying not to buy them, especially from Savers. Usually, Savers is going to want $2 to $3 a figure, but if you know which ones are rare, then you can do pretty well here. And I knew that the Spider-Man figure in this listing was rare. So what I ended up doing then was looking and seeing, well, what did it come with originally? And it came with these other 2 things. It came with Nova and then the little playset crystal that's in there. And so I was like, well, let's try and list them as if they were coming new, and so then somebody could get that same kind of experience of buying what you would have bought in the store. And it took a couple weeks to sell, but $25. I was into it for $4. Like, not bad at all. And then this last item, another one of the not great stories this week, but one of the ones I don't mind. I had bought a slide projector at a Savers a few weeks back. I think I ended up paying $4.99 for it, and I thought it worked. I plugged it in. It seemed like it was working. Got home, cleaned it up a little bit, turned it on, and whenever I was hitting advance on it, it was going like 3, 4, 5 slides, which means there was a short in the advance mechanism. So when in doubt, part it out, right? So now I've got the remote control for it. I can sell that all by itself. I have this dust cover. I can sell that by itself. The lens, I can sell that by itself. Even the power cord has a small amount of value, so I can sell all of these things all by themselves, and I'm just going to junk the unit itself. With a little bit more patience, I could probably open it up, solder whatever the thing was, but I tried a little bit on that and it just looked like it was going to be more trouble than it was worth. So I gave up on this one, decided let's just move on. I'm not going to lose any money on it, right? I already sold this for $9.50, and I only paid $4.99 for the entire purchase, and I still have a few other things that can sell. So not going to be too bad. All right, in summary this week, best week we've had in 2021 so far, $566 in sold items. I originally thought the value of this was $581, so I was only off by $15. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good there. My cost of goods sold this week was $122, so not too bad. So that leaves me with $440 before fees. If you were to consider it being about 20%, what is that going to be, about another $80? So $360 in pure profit. Pretty good week. I did get almost 25 items listed. I got 24. Sold 23. It's usually about a 1-to-1 for me for some reason. I spent about 9 hours on eBay last week. So the pre-fee was $49 an hour, and then it's about $35 an hour, maybe 30, a little bit more than that, around $35 an hour after fees. Doing pretty good. My goal is to get it at $30 per item, and I was at $25 per item last week, so not bad. A little low. You saw a lot of those little items sell. Happy to get them out of the house. Happy to have items to list. Right? It was a hard year in 2020. Hopefully, 2021 is going to continue to be good. I'll be heading out tomorrow morning, bright and early. Going to be right at that Savers, right at 10 o'clock when they open. I've done really well the last 3 weeks by doing that, so I'm really excited. So that's it for this video. If you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing more videos like this, please do subscribe. We'll see you probably in a few days with a What Did I Get While Thrifting video. Thank you very much.